Woman who says that she was attacked by Chris Brown in Las Vegas. Says that she went into Chris Brown's suite at the Palms where there was a party going on. She attempted to take a photo with her cell phone, and Chris punched her in the eye. We actually broke the story and got a photo of her alleged injuries. She says, the woman says she was hit in the eye here. Now,
she says that's her shiner.
Yes. Now,
she went to the police.
She filed a report. Yes, she filed a report. Police did go, and they are investigating. But the woman behind this whole thing, the woman who's making the accusations, has quite a history with celebrities.
A history TMZ has chronicled on the streets of Hollywood. Because if you go back about 5 months, and as soon as we got this story, I remembered this, that her name is Lizianne Gutierrez, and we got her on the streets of Hollywood outside the Argyle, a nightclub, where Jason Derulo, that's him going out of the club into his party bus with a bunch of other women who are friends of Gutierrez's. She is left in the street there and is incredibly pissed off.
At the time, we got the video, and we thought this was kind of a funny tale of what happens outside of Hollywood nightclubs every night. But Lizianne then went on to make some other accusations about what went on.
So this was a week.
Party.
This is a week after, and we never put this up in the site because at the time it didn't seem relevant and it seemed like she had so unsupported. But a week after,
it seemed like she had a bone to pick with Jason
It seemed like she had a
Derulo.
bone to pick. But a week after, we get her out again. We just happen to see her, and she then makes some pretty scurrilous accusations against Jason Derulo.
I know a lot of girls that went to the party. Thanks God I didn't went to.
Okay.
A lot of girls that went there, they were crying, left in the party because they didn't do what he wants them to do.
That's okay.
She is suggesting that
somehow Jason Derulo mistreated these women somehow. She's not saying, it doesn't sound like she's saying physical violence, but that he wanted them to do some sort of...
She's trying to make it seem like Jason Derulo's a bad person, that he did something basically to the woman that left them crying, obviously.
Well, and it's important to point out that what's going on here is Chris Brown is saying the same thing, that it's an MO, that this girl gets pissed off, she gets tossed out of parties. Chris is saying this chick came to his hotel room.
Both after parties, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. Chris had he performed in Vegas, after party at his hotel room. She comes there, gets tossed out for whatever reason. She gets pissed off, and then after the fact, at 10:30 in the morning, she files this police report and, according to Chris, makes up this whole story, just like with Jason Derulo.
And now, if Chris had just taken that stance, that, look, she makes these accusations, I think that would have been, that would have been the right play.
He did something really stupid.
He also did something else that wasn't necessarily so smart. This was his reaction to the accusation.
Obviously, somebody is looking to get a check or start some. I don't know this old-looking bitch. This bitch is old, like dusty. Look at her in the Jason Derulo's video. Like, she came to Vegas, she probably came to my room, it was too ugly to get in.
He should not have said that.
Not the right play, Chris.
Not the right play.
Not the right play at all.
Here's the problem, though, Chris Brown has. By doing that, Chris Brown seems immature, and the issue Chris Brown has, it doesn't matter how many years go by, he's been convicted of hitting a woman. He also, this is not the first time someone has claimed to have been assaulted while being in his hotel room or not getting in or out of his hotel room in Las Vegas. Within the last year, there was another girl who had a phone and couldn't get her phone back, whatever. The point is, if Chris Brown did not touch her, and that's totally true, he needs to be serious about it, sue her for defamation, and make jokes about how ugly she is. Makes it seem like it's not funny. This is a big deal to Chris Brown.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Cayente in New York City. Listen, this girl is a super groupie. She's like the queen of groupies. And Chris Brown, he looked like he was tired. He just performing. And I mean, if it was me, I would have been calling her ugly too. It's not that she's ugly, she's just not hot. And how would you...
Again, you guys are not getting a point. It doesn't matter what she looks like.